Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Deep Among the Swarm. And I'll classify this game as a base building RTS survival roguelite, where we are humanity's last hope. And why? Because of the bugs, my friends. It is always because of the bugs. Particularly large infestation that we have to fight off, enough to make RimWorld blush. So one of the things that really jumps out to me about this game is the super expansive metagame. And then also, it's got inventive features that keep each run fresh. If you like this game and you want to get it for yourself, it is set to release on the 25th of September here. And I do believe that there was a demo out some time ago. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of getting awareness to this game now. And, tried it, had a lot of fun with it, decided to make a video on it. And here we are. So without further ado, let's just hop right on in. And just kind of first observation here, right? So you see these buildings. So this is essentially the metagame. The metagame currency is what's called knowledge up here. You will get this after you complete a run, right? And then you can allocate said knowledge into these different buildings. So if we click into the academy here, this will upgrade your units, right? And you can see how expansive it is. So I've got a few ticks in there. Like I said, I've done one run. That's about it. Robotics lab, you have the drill, and you have the factory. All of these will, of course, increase your metagame. To begin the actual game itself, to begin a run, you actually have to click on the launcher here. And what this will do is it will propel your drill downward. And essentially you have a certain amount of fuel, and that fuel will only get you so far. And then once you run out of fuel, your mission, and this is where the game comes in, right? Your mission is to collect more fuel with something called Radium. So we'll get on into it. Let's launch, and let's commence. I would recommend doing a tutorial run, just so you can get the basics down. But I've already done that, so let's go. And while we're going here, while we're drilling into the subterranean, my friends, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel, then please consider becoming a subscriber. We'd love to have you in the community. Please also give the video a like if you want to see more of this game, maybe. Thanks so much. Let's begin. Alright, so let's start things off by just pausing the game. You can do so with spacebar, so I can explain a few additional things to you. So first and foremost, your main goal in each mission is to fill up this bar at the top here. You can do so by collecting these red crystals. It's called Radium. And essentially what that is it's fuel for your drill to continue to drill down farther, right? So once we get 250, we can begin allocating the fuel to the drill. This is a process that takes some time, and during that time, all local swarms will swarm your way to try to kill you. So there is, survival and tower defense elements in this game as well. There's also real-time strategy, as I kind of mentioned in the intro. These are our infantry units. We can control them at will in RTS-like fashion, right? And we can execute commands while we're paused, but we're not going to do that. This blue area here, so this is where you can build, and we have, resource deposits as well. There's nests and there's crystals out here in the darkness that we're going to have to find. And that's what we're going to do. But first and foremost, we are going to expand. So let's unpause this thing and let's go. This is an old replicator. This is where you train additional units. So that's about the basics here. Let's go. Wish me luck. All right, so our units do take flight. And obviously, we want to sort of expand a little bit. So this is a nest, right? That's a nest. A bunch of nests. And, of course, the horde is present. The swarm is present. They will find us. And they will try to kill us. So we build mines on the copper nodes. We build these generators on the coal nodes, and that will give us these two resources here. The bottom resource is population cap. We, of course, have 5 units, and we found some radium there. That is tremendous. And you're probably already wondering, so you can only build on the blue terrain? Yes, correct. However, you can expand that terrain by building what's called... Actually, it's back one. It's in the utility section. This old supply tower, okay? And that will expand your visible and buildable range. You can get this old vision tower, which will give you a little bit of eyes. But essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand upward to this coal node here. And let's, got some swarm. These guys are just the weak larva. Pretty underwhelming. We actually have a pretty nice location. We are nestled nicely in this little mountain. So that is very, very good. Good starting spot. But I just want to keep getting these towers. I want to keep expanding. And then essentially we'll set up a little battery of towers to keep us nice and safe. Here's some more radium here. Then you're probably wondering, what is this crate. Well, this actually increases your maximum storage capacity, which is nice. I like that everything sort of auto-generates, auto-mines, right? You get an old body factory on the coal node, and this will increase your max population, which is great. Let's just keep throwing down mines. This is a big lair. It cannot be destroyed, and will actually spawn enemies routinely. So we certainly have to set up a defense along this perimeter here for sure. We also have a coal node right here. It's a pretty dangerous one. But let's see. Let's just keep expanding. We can actually start expanding this way as well. I think maybe setting up a defense. Okay, so here's some titanium. And we also find a small wreck. So this is how you get some of the currency that you can use on your run, and also the metagame. You can see we have secured some right there. So we have more copper and more titanium right here. So this is great. We want to continue to expand this way. And I want to set up a nice hardy defense along this line here. And essentially, the more active you get, and the more you pester the enemy, the more they get aware of you, and then the more enraged they get, essentially. So why don't we go ahead and get some... Let's get some towers. And we can do that with the turrets here. So I'm absolutely going to get some towers. And let's just let's just section this off completely. I want to get another generator here. Let's get a few more of these crates just to increase storage capacity, right? And then I also want to continue to expand this way. Got some titanium there that is just ripe for the taking. So why don't we go ahead and get some barricades as well. And we have a large wave incoming. Okay, so this is kind of scary. Where are they coming from? Looks like the bottom left corner of the map. If you can see the map there in the bottom left corner. So that is where they're targeted to come from. Obviously, there's a lot of darkness, but we can sort of discern that they'll probably be heading through this corridor here. So, let's take some swift action. I want to claim this coal. And I also want to claim this titanium here and copper. I'm going to need one of these guys as well. Okay, so they are here. Their awareness is suspicious. They're growing suspicious of us. But that's okay. Let's continue to work on our defenses. Maybe something like this. And then as far as this area goes, I mean, I definitely want to expand just a little bit more. We want to capture this coal here. Here's some radium. This is nice. Also have a large layer here, so yes. Okay, so the large wave is approaching for sure. Let's see if our soldiers can... In fact, let's get a few more. What do you say? And yes, you can set rally points just like in a StarCraft or something, right? I do love me some real-time strategy games. Solid. Alright, so let's go ahead and get... Well, let's just get some turrets. And obviously you just want to keep hoarding resources, right? Like it's definitely the name of the game. Hoard a bunch of resources. And then just keep bolstering your defenses. We're probably going to need even more here. I don't want this area to fall. And like I said, I like the fact that everything just sort of auto-collects for you. That's great. And the enemy will only spawn, at least based on what I've seen, from lairs and hives, right? So I don't have to worry about them just dropping in here because there's no hives or lairs in this zone. Alright, Swarm is more aware. So they're feeling cautious. And of course we do have a very large layer right here. So I should actually probably work to clear that out. There is a wreck down here that we should probably collect. So let's go in there and get it. And let's build some more turrets. Now, I don't want to build my units in, right? I want to leave a path for them to travel. Turrets are pretty strong, at least based on what I've seen. And let's go ahead and start mining this titanium. Got some more copper here as well. Okay, looking good. Wonder if maybe we can get a barricade set up. Supply tower right here should do good things for us. And look, we get more titanium down here. I think I should probably consider getting that as well. So let's supply tower up. Although we don't want to be too close to this layer. I think I kind of have to build turrets around it, I would think. But that titanium is just too sweet to turn down. So let's go ahead and get it. Alright, turrets. So let's do something like this. Alright, so the large wave is incoming from right here, of course. So let's see if we can get this up quickly. It would be a shame for this little outpost to fall. That's quite nice, isn't it? But you can see the swarm is real, for sure. Alright, so I wonder if I can maybe barricade this in just a little bit more. If I can get a tower here and a tower here, maybe we can bolster our barricades just a little bit. We're holding off pretty well up here. We're gaining some titanium. And titanium, you're probably wondering what that does. Well, we actually have access to a more advanced unit. In this case, it is a replica of a soldier named Madison. They have basically better armaments and heavy armor as well. So we can start adding some of these guys to the ranks. Let's train some. Why not? And let's see. Can we just barricade this in completely? Sure can. Just don't really want this area to become a problem, if you know what I mean. You might think that's a little excessive on the turrets. Maybe it is. But we have tons of resources. And I think we just hold this choke point here, pretty much. You can see our more elites units doing their thing. Looks like they spawned up here, but we're looking just fine. In fact, why don't I bolster my barricades up here as well? Just a little bit more. What could go wrong, right? Can also get traps too. A spike trap, looks like. Haven't really messed around with those too much. But then again, I've only played for essentially one run. Let's just fill this in. Why not? Alright, so we can upgrade production as well. So generator production. Let's do that. That's a use for titanium. And let's just continue onward. I'm going to get 5 more of these elite units.
Research complete.
Alright, so more resource nodes, but more importantly, we find some radium here. That is undoubtedly what we're looking for. Get some more up here. Looks like there's some more over there. Titanium, but it's a little far away from home, isn't it? That's a spawner, large lair, and then a nest. I believe all of those objects spawn the enemy.
Incoming.
We have a large wave incoming again from the bottom left corner. Must be a large lair down there or something. So why don't we get some barricades in place? And let's go ahead and just add some more turrets. More turrets. Alright, looking good. What is this? Build a miner on top to harvest radium? Really? But we also have, so I actually didn't know you could find a radium deposit, but we did. However, we do have maximum fuel, so we can begin the refueling process, and you can kind of see how crazy this becomes. Looks like you can get a drone, I believe. Let's see. What does this do? Ah, okay. I like that. And of course, the deeper you get, my friends, the more intense the rushes get, of course. But I feel like what I want to do is I want to bolster this area just a little bit more. And we can do so. I think we can get some traps. Might as well throw those down. And then more turrets. Because ultimately, if our drill dies, then we lose. It's over. Humanity is lost. So let's load it up and let's get this thing fueled up. What do you say? Let's do it. Be ready for the final onslaught. Let's go. Fueling will cause massive waves to attack you. You must hold out until you have loaded all your fuel. Well, let's go. Incoming. Alright, looks like they're coming from both ways here. And look at the map now, my friends. We have a bunch of enemies just swarming in our direction. Let's get some upgrades. Might as well get use of that titanium. And yeah, the map just keeps on flooding with enemies. So I think in my initial run, when I was just trying this out, I did like 2 or 3 battles, right? In the one run that I did. It's like 2 or 3 battles worth. So I'm really curious to see how crazy this game actually gets with, you know, in regards to enemy population. So far, our infantry units are able to really hold up pretty well. And then once we complete this, you can get a little glimpse at the factory, and that is basically the vessel that allows you to make each run unique. Alright, so our drill is, of course, fueling up. It's doing a good job so far. And our strategy to sort of barricade in the layers has proved to be pretty effective as well. And of course, we're starting to see a little more enemies here. So we have the weak behemoth, the elite larva. Also kind of wondering about, like, the different enemies we'll see. Like, if there's a weak behemoth, there surely is an elite behemoth, right? Like, there's gotta be. But there we go. 250 of 250, so we come away with a winner here. And you can actually choose, so if you want to, you can sort of explore more, and you can find more stuff for the metagame and for the run, right? These parts are very useful because they allow you to upgrade and unlock things in your run. So those are useful, but we just kind of did it nice and easy there. So now we continue to descend, of course, right? And then we've run out of fuel right here at 118 meters. But before we jump in, let's head to the forge. So you can get these things called blueprints, right? And these blueprints will actually add things to your run. You find those in those little wrecks that I was searching through. And then what this does is it adds things to your run. So essentially what you have here is you have a crafting system. So you can choose to craft any either equipment or support across these different categories: barracks, factory plus core, drone launcher, or, well, just these 3, right? And it's a little cheaper, but it's random. This will sort of focus and specialize on the category that you choose. So I think for starters, we have 21 parts. So we can hit 3 focused upgrades. So I think let's start with some equipment here. All right, so what do we have? We have old light armor, but it's rare tier. We have the old sniper rifle of epic tier. Okay. Yes, I think we want that. So now that is a weapon that we can add to one of our units. We can add it to the basic unit or the elite unit. It's our choice. So let's go ahead and get... Let's go with the factory core. Sometimes you can get other turrets here. But we do have a rare miner, okay? Let's see, how does this compare to our existing miner? More production. Yeah, we'll take it. And let's go with some support equipment. Radiant Splash deals 8 splash damage on deal damage. Old sight plus 2 damage. Magazine plus 4. Old rifle mag. But it does come with the titanium cost, okay? So I think we can do this. It's either that or we do this. It's epic. Let's grab the epic tier weapon. So for the miner, we are going to equip this in place of our existing miner for sure, right? Just overwrite that. It's a better operating miner. Old rifle mag. Let's throw on the old sniper first. I mean, do we make the elite unit like the sniping unit? 13 damage. This does 19. I do like that. It, of course, does increase their costs a little bit, but that's okay. So we have the old sniper, and then... old rifle mag. Does the unit have to have a rifle on? I'm guessing so. And of course, if we throw it on this unit, then it's going to cost titanium. Not a good idea. So let's instead do this. Let's throw the old clockwork rifle. Let's keep that on Madison here. Let's throw the rifle mag on Madison. And for Scarlet, our basic unit that we start with, let's make these guys snipers. Let's do it. I think I like that. And then we can sell the miner. We can scrap it. We can scrap the old rifle if we so choose. I think that's fine. All right, looking good. We have some swarm essence. So this is going to, I do believe, it upgrades your units. However, it looks like that ship has sailed for now. And then you can also find these swarm cores, which upgrades your radium efficiency and storage. All right, let's get back into another run. Let's go. Your drill has run out of fuel. Well, let's go find some more. What do you say? All right, so we got the sniper rifle wielding units now. Got that nice long range, of course. And superior damage. You love to see that. All right, so typical setup here. Let's get some generators and some mines. I'm going to throw a turret close to home. Unit replicator. I need some copper first, so we'll let the copper get rolling here. And let's expand a little bit. Expand and explore. Looks like we have some coal and some copper right here. Here's some radium. It's all kind of about where that first hive is. I've actually been getting pretty lucky with my base placement. It's got enclosed sides, right? So that's quite nice. And to be honest, I don't know what some of these buildings do. Come on, snipe him. All right, got him. All right, so we do have a lair up here. So you can sort of guarantee yourself increased activity. So I think this is where we set up our first sort of turret battery. Although it is closed off, so maybe we do the same type of strategy that we did before. I think that's fine. Let's get a body factory here on this coal node. Let's add another supply tower here. I'll leave a few of you snipers on the helm to protect while we're off doing other stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a mine on the copper node. And I'm definitely going to want to get some supply towers up this way. And of course, the deeper you go, the more intense the waves get, right? Here's some radium. We have some more copper. We have some more radium. Titanium here. Okay, so definitely want to get on this. And another layer as well. Okay. Let's build some of these supply crates. So we have additional capacity. Alright, quite nice. You're supposed to prevent stuff like that from happening. Alright, so it's becoming increasingly obvious that I need to get some turrets on our little forward base of operations here. So let's go ahead and get some more turrets. What do you say? I'm trying to familiarize myself with the hotkeys on the fly here. I did remap a few things. Alright, so where's this coming from? Okay, so it's down here, so it's conceivable that they will take this passage upward once they eventually get here. So let's go ahead and just bolster this area a little bit. With some turrets, of course. Let's get another supply tower in here so we can expand our reach just a little bit. And let's see. Why not get a few more of these turrets right here as well? Alright, so we need some more energy for sure. I need to find another coal node, preferably. We got some copper right here. I mean, copper is a good resource. But here they come. I wonder if we do something. Let's get our snipers in place. Definitely want to get some barricades on this. Let's see, our snipers and turrets should be able to handle this, I would think. Let's get another supply tower right here. Yeah, that swarm is no big deal at all. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more barricades just surrounding this. Alright, good deal. And let's go ahead and get some more supply towers. Get access to this copper. Can continue to build that in as I need to, but we also have to go pretty much do the same thing over this way as well. Get that useful titanium. Let's throw one of these vision towers right here so we can get some eyes on the approach of the enemy. Let's get you there. Let's get you here. Let's get another tower right here. And you guessed it. I'm going to barricade this in. Oh no. Alright, so this isn't good. Though it is keeping them busy. Snipers, looks like they're going to get there in time. Alright, tremendous. Alright, let's complete this little foray into expansion. Got a large wave spawning. Alright, not enough resources. Large wave is coming from down here. Let's use the long range of the snipers. Let's go. In fact, let's make a few more of these bad boys, huh? They seem to do pretty good damage. The range is nice. We have a raider. Good move speed on those guys. And let's go ahead and get a mine on this copper node. Alright, large wave is, well, has spawned. Alright, things are about to get a little more interesting around here. Alright, looking good. We can get our elite unit now. Should probably add them to the mix as well. I think this game has a nice blend of RTS and tower defense. I mean, I think it blends those elements pretty well. So yeah, we definitely need some more energy output. We just do. So maybe I can use some of this titanium generator production. Here we go. Let's upgrade that. Might even be compelled to hit it again.
Research complete.
Miners doing a quicker job. Increase energy produced by the drill. Guess I wasn't aware that the drill produced energy for us. Alright, here we go. What do we have? Weak behemoth. Got the mother. So these blue units are a little more heavily armored. So I think having them on the front with the snipers behind is obviously the correct play. Alright, looking good. Got that choke point nice and filled up now. Let's just add a few more turrets in here, just so nothing crazy happens. And then we have to embark south. And there's a coal node right here, so I might want to set up another defense right here. So why don't I go ahead and let's get this generator production upgrade one more time. Let's use the rest of our resources on some more of these elite units. Let's get a full 30 of 30 units. Alright, so we have another wave coming over here, but they'll probably find their way through this corridor, just like all the other waves. I would get a little bit nervous if one was set to spawn here or here, right? But so far, we've sort of avoided that. Increase damage of units by 20%. Yes. Fire rates and health. Yeah. Okay, here we go. That worked out good.
Research complete.
For 50 titanium, another 20% damage increase.
Research complete.
Fire rate by 15%. I mean, fire rate is useful with the slow firing snipers, right? But let's go ahead and let's load up on our units. So there we go, that's going to be 30. And then we're going to send them on a mission here, my friends. Alright, so we got another swarm in the south there. Alright, so I think what I can do, while we're kind of waiting for our units to train, we can add some more gun turrets in here. Just don't want anything funny to happen, right? Alright, here we go. This is quite the swarm. And the swarm has grown more aware. Let's go. Move in. We got the firepower. Let's do a little pivot this way. Alright, there's another layer in here, but more importantly, some radium. We got another small wreck, which is good. I have this coal. I did kind of need that, so maybe I can get some supply towers. And it's of course like the age-old sort of challenge with RTS games is attacking, expanding, right? Being strategic, micromanaging your units. All of those elements are of course at work here. So let's set up another defense here, given that there's a layer right to the east. Though that is not where the swarm is coming from just yet, so. Let's go ahead and get another supply tower, though. Alright, the large wave has spawned. So it looks like they're coming from this way. Well, what are we doing? You guys gotta work as a team. You know that? Alright, so we have another large wave on the field. Alright, so I'm going to get my defenses bolstered here properly first. Seems like our units are doing a pretty good job holding these guys off. Wait, actually, that one... Gotta get rid of it so we have a pathway through. Alright, we're just swallowing up this swarm, but of course it gets a little more numerous. Swarm growing. You do not have enough radium yet to begin fueling. The swarm is getting stronger and stronger. Sitting back and defending is a losing battle. You will be overrun. Push out and gather more radium. Yeah, I'm working on it. So let's take two teams. Let's split them up. Looks like we have some radium down here. And let's go down here with you. You can be control 1 team. You can be control 2. Alright, so a whole bunch of nothing. Got it. Alright, let's get some more radium. Alright, so we do have a large swarm, and they're actually quite close. Let's see if we can meet them where they're at. I'm going to keep working on these defenses up here. I kind of do wonder, like... Ultimate survival run, right? Like, just how long can you survive in one map? Where the swarm gets just completely fed up with you and done with you and ready to destroy you. Whoops, I'm building the wrong building, aren't I? Alright, let's keep going. Let's find more radium. Let's go, boys and girls. Alright, let's meet the swarm head on. Alright, here it is. Looks like we found some more wreckage. Nice, we found a couple units of wreckage. We have 36 parts now, which is really good. Let's go down this way. Okay, so we have a swarm set to engage from this direction here. So let's bolster this. I'm feeling pretty secure about it. However, famous last words, am I right? And from here now. Good thing we have a lot of resources, I suppose. Okay, so we'll have a large wave coming up this way.
Your forces are under attack.
That'll be okay. Alright, this is working as it should. Whoop, you gotta attack move. Definitely make sure you attack move. And here comes this swarm. Question is, can we hold it off?
Your forces are
We kind of need to. Because, as advertised, I suppose, the enemy is getting very aggressive.
incoming.
We gotta find that radium, let's go. Find it and fuel up. And then get out of here. Okay, here's a bunch of it. Large wave spawned. Okay, let's go down this way.
Incoming.
Looks like we got a big one coming from here.
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, radium deposit there, but we do have the 250 needed. So let's go ahead and begin the fueling process.
Incoming.
Let's get our units back home. Perhaps they can intercept some of the waves on their way back. Although I don't think I'd want that job. Alright, keeping our turrets nice and busy and likely warm here, right?
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, we're still looking good. Still looking real good. Okay, so we did lose some of our units. We lost 7 of them.
Forces are under attack. Research complete. Research complete. Incoming. Your forces are under attack. Research complete.
Starting to see like some more advanced enemies for sure. Like these guys, the Vipers. What do we have? The Mother, Behemoth.
Your forces are under attack. Incoming.
Let's get a vision tower right here so we can see what is coming. Little like Starship Troopers action or a bunch of Marines taking out a Zergling rush or something, right? Definitely has some StarCraft vibes, for sure. But I think we're going to be just fine.
Incoming. Your forces are under attack.
All right, and we get out of there. But more importantly, we get 47 parts. 352 knowledge. We got some blueprints there, some swarm essence, and a swarm core as well. So that's the benefit of exploring the map, but of course you're kind of racing against the clock, right? Lost 7 units, 22 buildings, but killed nearly 6,000. Alright, so blueprints unlocked. So old radiant splash, tier 1 turret support, so deal 8 splash damage on deal damage. Old clockwork shotgun. Ooh, we got a shotgun. Tremendous. So these are blueprints that are unlocked. And what that means is you don't gain access to them, but you can unlock them in the forge by way of parts, right? So it adds them to the pool. So that's pretty cool. So why don't we go ahead and spend our parts here. So turrets work the same way as your units do in that you can equip different things on them to make them stronger. You can also get, rare and epic tier ones as well. So why don't we see if we can get a few better turrets. So old barricade. We have a rare barricade. We have an old laser turret. Okay. 12 damage. Let's compare this to, say, a gun turret. Whoop. What did I do? Looks like I committed to purchase the laser turret. Let's throw the gun turret back on, but we did purchase the laser turret. I mean, I think it's good. It's a laser turret, right? Let's see if we can get something else. An epic barricade. Otherwise, we have an old cannon turret, which is different from a gun turret. But an epic barricade, how does that compare? It's got a lot more health. Let's do it. Let's throw that on over the old barricade. Costs the same, it's just better. Let's see if we can get a shotgun. Rifle, old heavy armor, old light armor. An old rifle. How does that compare to what? The clockwork rifle. Not as good. I'm not taking off the epic sniper. It's just not going to happen. So let's go ahead and scrap it. Let's get some support. Old plasma surge. Tier 1 unit support legendary. What? Plus 60% damage bonus? My goodness. Yes. Yep. We're all over that. And that can go right on our elite unit for sure. Wow. Plus 60% damage. That's crazy. And here we can use the swarm essence. So let's use it to get some damage upgrades for our units as well. And let's keep spending here. So drone launcher. So that's that little bomb on the side. I don't think that's quite as effective. Let's get some turret support. Power trap or trap power. Old plasma surge. Turret support plus 45% damage. Void catalyst. Yes. So we can throw that either on our laser turret, which will be less numerous because of the titanium cost, or the gun turret. I think we throw that on the gun turret to make the turret that we're going to have the most of do the most damage, right? Or do more damage, I should say. How about some more turret support? All right, we got some epics here. Old repeater, fire rate increase, 50% damage increase. This increases the speed of a miner. Interesting. I'll take the turret upgrade. We'll throw that on the laser turret. Either that or we could go on the gun turret with it as well. Though it does make the gun turret cost titanium now. Yeah, maybe I don't like that. So can I remove this? Yeah, there we go. Let's make the laser turret cost a lot of titanium, but do a ton of damage. Sounds good to me. We got 8 more parts. So let's go ahead and let's get a support for our units. Legendary repeater, fire rate plus 16%. Wow. Yes, we will take that for sure. So let's throw this on. I mean, fire rate 16% up. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Great fit for a sniper. And then for our swarm core here, so radium efficiency, increase the drill's max speed by 20% while digging through ground. So I think you just get down a little further each time you drill. And then storage, radium storage by 20%. So that's like your tank of fuel, essentially. Let's go with storage. We'll probably like switch off between these two. And let's close out. So we would be ready for a fresh run here at 221 meters down, but I mean, I'm already looking at about the 50-minute mark, so I think this is actually a fitting spot to go ahead and call this a video. So I will save and exit, can jump right back on in. And folks, you're going to have to let me know if you want me to jump right back on in. I'd be happy to do a few more runs of Deep Among the Swarm if you're interested, for sure. You can signal that to me by letting me know in the comments section or by pressing that like button. And thank you so much for your viewership here today. I appreciate you spending some time on the channel. If you enjoyed yourself and you like the content, then please consider becoming a subscriber. Join a growing community. We'd love to have you. So again, this is Deep Among the Swarm, set to release the 25th of September right on Steam. I do believe that's going to either be an early access release or a full release. I'm not sure what the plans are, but you know, the developer of the game hooked me up. I had a lot of fun with this game. I think it has a lot of promise. It's as fun as it looks, and if you like games like real-time strategy or turret defense games or things of the like, maybe where you're being hunted by large bugs, then perhaps this game is for you. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again so much. I do appreciate it. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.